The path of wisdom is a lonely one. It's simple. Now let me break this down scientific way so that you understand. There are people that's awake, and there's people asleep. Now,
I thought you were my friend.
most people on this planet are asleep.
Damn sin.
You already were friends with the sin.
Let's break it to the least common anomaly. Let's say the black community.
You think I'm stupid?
It used to, they say 5%. No, it's like old point something now.
That ain't happening, pal.
You see, that's asleep. So you're going to be lonely because of the simple fact that people are asleep. Now, how is this? You have a chakra system in your body, and these are 9 wheels of consciousness. Most, 7 wheels of consciousness. There's like 160 chakras, but 7 major chakras, just like there's 7 African powers. Now, what has happened here to give you a scientific element of what's going on so that you can clear this up so you don't have to go and be trying to holler at somebody and they laugh at you and they don't want to hear that shit. Because your family will beat you down and niggas in the street will beat you down. You're going to try to give them a message. Now, you have you around here crazy. Now, the chakra system, the lower chakra is your sacral vertebrae. That's your root chakra. And that's where the majority of the people's consciousness is, on the root chakra. So the only thing that they can get down with is desires. What feels good, what tastes good, what smells good, what looks good, what sounds good. The basic senses. You see, on that particular level, they are called the automatons, which means automation.
Okay.
They moving, but they're brain dead. You see what I'm saying? Now, you don't even get into this particular consciousness that you can partake to understand what things is until you're radiating from the heart chakra. You see, the heart chakra. That's why the Egyptian, the heart scarab was the most important. Even when you died, they'd throw the brain away. But it was the heart that they preserved. So that's where your true self is. But you got to radiate from the heart chakra and then you elevate on into the pineal gland. But most people's consciousness is in the root chakra. On the 5 senses, the animal level. On the 5 senses, the animal level. On the 5 senses, PhD with a degree. They tell you it's only a degree of information. You see what I'm saying? You know, a degree of information, it has nothing to do with a person's behavior, whether they're conscious or not. You see, it has nothing to do with what a person wears. It has something to do is where they incarnated down here on a certain level and they are radiating above the root chakra. And I guarantee you this right now. Even if some of you all just coming into consciousness the last couple of weeks or the last year, I'll guarantee you always felt special since you was a baby. Now, I've been asking that question in my lectures around the country for 16 years. And I asked everybody, how many of you all always thought that you were special? And the whole room always raised their hands.
From around here?
You didn't know what it was.
You see what I'm saying? I've been trying to put together
but you thought it was special. And you always had a thirst for something that you didn't know what it was. And it was this knowledge. Let me give you an example. When I was in college, I was standing up one time. I had finished school, and I was standing on the college campus with one of the coaches. We got to be good friends. One of the basketball coaches, Coach Holmes. He said, "Well, how do you feel, man? You've educated yourself."
Stockton's offering
I said, "Man, I don't sell your shit." I didn't know at the time. I told him, I thought when I came here to this university that when I left, I was going to have some kind of knowledge. I didn't know what the knowledge was. All I know is when I went through for 4 years, I didn't have shit. I knew I felt empty. It was a couple of years later that what I was missing, I realized was knowledge.
Hey there.
You see what I'm saying? But I knew something was wrong. You see, and that's what it is. You always thought that that something was missing, and that's why. That is because you were gravitating above the root chakra. So it's a waste of time.
I appreciate the
I think you're gonna go to a person that is on a certain level in the root chakra. You see what I'm saying? And try to raise that person up. It ain't gonna happen. Now you say, well, damn, that's kind of messed up. Well, it's simple.
You have a good
It's simple. Let me give you an example. I was raised middle class. And because my mom and grandmama were school teachers, and my granddaddy was a carpenter, and he built mansions on Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for rich millionaires. My grandmama, and when he died, she wasn't a millionaire, but she was a thousandaire. But because they had, I always had. You understand how that goes? So now, every person that's here right now that's conscious, you got about maybe indirectly about 50 people you know on the old indirectly about 50, some smaller, some got know even more. But let's say a good 20 or 30 that you know that's dead. They don't have to have the knowledge. As long as you got it, you have their knowledge for them. Now, so you are a representative. You know when you, sometimes somebody will die out in California and your family ain't got enough money to send all your Negroes out there. They say, send one person as a representative of the family. You ever heard that before? Well, that's what you're doing right now. You're representing 20 dead people. So don't worry about them because you got it, they have it.
Long time.
And ultimately, when this Kundalini energy on the earth rises,
if we want things to get better, we've got to
they're going to wake up.
So,
and then
we're in.
They're going to go,
you can count
I'm
on us
confused.
if we help down the line.
I don't know what to do. And that's where you're going to be. You're going to be there to help them. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said there'll be an angel on every corner. Guess who those angels are? You in the school right now for that.
That's great news.
That's what your thing
Great
is.
news. I knew you
It's a beautiful thing.
By the way, you should have one signal for help from any nearby Minutemen. Not much use yet, but once
The
we
path
have
of wisdom is a lonely
we'll have
one.
help whenever you need it.
It's simple.
I guess you know I
Let me
went
break
over the
it
last
down
one,
scientific way so you understand.
but I never really told you what happened.
There are
to
people
me.
that's awake, and there's people
Are you
asleep.
really the last Minuteman?
Maybe not
Now,
literally.
Most people
There
on this
must be a
planet
lot of
are
former
asleep.
Minutemen out there who gave it up in
So,
disgust after the Quincy
Let's break it
massacre.
to the least
But
common
we were the
anomaly.
last
Let's say the
active
black
group of
community.
Minutemen. And
We,
now,
it
well,
used to, they say 5%.
it's just
No, it's like old point something now.
That's right.
What was the Quincy massacre?
That's
thought
asleep.
everyone
So
in
you're
the
going to
family
be
would know
lonely
about
because the
that
simple
by
fact
now.
that
I was
people
with
are
Colonel
asleep. Now,
Hollis,
how is this?
a mercenary
You have a
group
chakra
called the
system in
Gunners
your
was
body.
attacking Quincy.
And these
People
are
there
9
called
wheels
for
of
the Minutemen to
consciousness.
help.
Most,
the only
excuse me,
ones
7
that
wheels
came.
of consciousness. There's like
The other
160
groups,
chakras, but
they just
7 major
turned their
chakras, just like there's
backs
7 African powers.
on us,
There's 7 African
on
powers.
us.
What has happened here to give you a scientific element
Only
of
a
what's
few of
going
us
on so
got
you
out
can
alive.
clear this up so you don't have to go and be
Colonel
trying to
Hollis was
holler
dead.
at somebody and they laugh at you
So I
and
ended
they don't
up
want to hear
returning
that
the
shit.
survivors.
Because your
We
family
never
will
found a
beat you
safe
down
place
and
to
niggas in the
settle.
street will beat you down. You're going to try to
One
give them a message.
disaster after another.
Now,
You saw how it
had you around here
and conquered.
crazy. Now, the chakra system, the lower chakra is your sacral vertebrae.
as
That's
you
your
don't
root
give up,
chakra.
The Minutemen
And that's
will
where the
win.
majority of
I'm
the
not
people's
about to give up.
consciousness
But I
is.
can't protect the
On
Commonwealth
the root
over
chakra.
myself.
So the only thing that they can
I
get
can
down
barely
with is
protect these
desires.
That's why I'm talking
What
to
feels
you.
good, what tastes
I
good,
can't
what
rebuild
smells
it
good,
again,
what looks
but I
good,
think
what
I
sounds
can.
good.
Yeah.
You see,
The Lord
the
said,
basic
baby.
senses. You see, on that particular level, they are called the automatons, which means automation.
I can get my men through a firefight.
They moving,
I can defend a perimeter against all
but
odds.
they ain't.
But
They're
that's
brain
not going
dead.
to be enough to bring the Minutemen
You
back
see what
from
I'm
the
saying?
brink.
Now, you don't even
We
get
need
into this
someone who can
particular
bring the whole
consciousness
Commonwealth together in
that
a
you
common
can
cause.
partake
And I
to
think that
understand
would
what
be
things
that leader.
is until you're radiating from the heart chakra.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the heart
What
chakra.
makes you think I can
That's
do
why
this?
the Egyptian,
You
the heart,
saved
the
us in
scarab, the
Congo.
heart scarab was the
There
most
wasn't
important.
anything in it for you.
Even when you died, they
Your
throw
own
the brain
problems to
away.
deal with, but you did it
But it
anyway.
was the heart that they
That kind of
preserved.
selflessness has been in my
So that's
social
another-
squad around here for quite a while.
That's where your true self is. But
Okay.
you got to radiate
I'll
from the
do
heart
it.
chakra
Good.
and you elevate on
Good.
into the pineal gland.
Welcome aboard.
But most
This is
people's
a whole new start
consciousness
for
is
the
in the
Minutemen
root chakra.
and the Commonwealth too. Don't
On the
worry.
5 senses, the
I'll be right
animal
beside you
level.
all the way. General.
They can look pretty. They can have a PhD with a degree.
Why
They
are
tell
you
you it's
calling
only
me
a
general?
degree.
The leader
of
of the
information.
Minutemen has always held the rank of general.
You see what I'm saying?
Our last leader was General
You know, a degree of information, it has nothing to do with a person's behavior. Whether they're conscious or not. You see, it has nothing to do with what a person wears.
Now it's your job to make
It has something to do is where they incarnated down here on a certain level and they are radiating above the root chakra. And I guarantee you this right now. Even if some of you all just coming into consciousness
our scouts have
the
found
last
spot for
couple of weeks or the last year, I'll guarantee you, you always felt special since you was a baby.
Set up a radio beacon.
Now, I've been asking that question in my lectures, around that question in my lecture for 16 years. And I asked everybody, how many of you all always thought that you were special? And the whole room always raised their hand. You didn't know what it was. You see what I'm saying? But you thought it was special. And you always had a